Blessed be. Welcome to Dion J Star. Please like, share, comment down below. So today is God Dionysus messages for the LGBTQ community. So I have some entry. Unity is like a passion flower, blossom like a driven sexual desire, is freedom, embracing growth and change, to embark oppression of man. Unity vibes on speech, so remember to speak and think. God Dionysus is an interesting god because he may be a demigod. He is god of ritual madness, god of orgy, god of wine, god of religious freedom as well. So there's going to be only a single pile for the whole community. So please take what resonates. He's been embarking on me lately to get this done. Also, God Dionysus, an interesting story that when I was connecting to him this whole week is that he showed me premonitions or past events of his life. And I saw that the mythology story and picture in motion of how he was getting tied up to the boat. If you're familiar with his mythology, he got tied up to a boat, and he every time when somebody tied him up, he would actually loosen up and not be tied, and no one could tie him down. And he tried to warn people that he shouldn't be tied down, and people didn't care, so he released two lions to kill the people, the soldiers. Or he was actually on a ship, it was a boat, but in my premonition it was soldiers that I was picking up on. Like I said, it's gonna be very hard for me to connect with the gods and goddesses because they are mythology. It was passed down through mouth, it wasn't passed down through bloodline. So also keep that in mind. Now let's get to the reading. So we have Death in reverse. Then we have Ace of Cups. So with these, I'm seeing that we have to fight for equality, but we don't have to fight for equality that will make a new cycle, a new revelation. Because if we all stand together like the ace of the vessel, we will all be prosperous in a way. If we keep going at the pace and rate with this, you've been there. By the way, I'm bi, so I'm a supporter as well for every community. That is my little brother, by the way, if you hear him. Um, so yeah, there is gonna be a new revelation or a new beginning, and we need to have a plan or embrace this new beginning. Then we have the world, which is interesting. The Nine of Disc. So there is discernment. So some of you guys, even myself, have some discernment. Like when we speak up about these things, for example, when I just did, my little brother said that. That is discernment. It's for the greater good, but you need to understand, or they need to understand, that there is religious freedom, there is freedom of your true self, which is your lower and higher self. Just to remember, God Dionysus was a god of orgy. He had sex with both male and female, and even going a little bit farther back, it was said that he had sex with some animals, which doesn't surprise me why we have a lot of animal cards out, by the way. And he embraced himself truly, truly, and he went all over around the world to, I guess some people call it, to start a mystery, a cult, a mystery coven. to spread his words and his image and his ideas and his philosophy. And he traveled all over the world to spread his words, and his words influence people one by one, not by hundreds, but one by one, culture to culture, ethos to ethos, religion to religion. And the last card is Seven of Cups in reverse. So Seven of Cups is usually a good card because it's a fairy card, but it's in reverse, and we have reverse in beginning and reverse at end. However, the fairies can turn it into sprouts, which sprouts are fairies, but they're more malevolent. That means they're tricksters or they're tricky energies. And I feel like the sprouts have some plans for that as well, because there is a lot of winged ones. We have one, two, three, four winged ones. And if you know, been watching my channel, you know how I like to use elements and do that stuff. So let's go on to runes. We have this rune. Ooh, that's interesting. We have this rune. And we have this rune. I'm taking this rune too. So we have 4 runes. So let's go with the runes now. The runes are saying that by living in the moment and the self-identity, the self-image that we project, we can project it on the internal, but we shouldn't project it on the exterior, which is the physical plane. Because some reason God Dionysus is saying that if we keep our sexuality on the down low with the mysterious energies, kind of hidden things, because actually that's weird. I just got a thing. So I learned about this too. There's actually even a gay occult. There is a gay occult out there. And he's saying that that's why they have actually a lot of power over the community versus the people, which is very interesting. I wouldn't expect to pick up on that. Dionysus says that he's understanding you. He has comfort. There's spirit rewards and joy. Remember that there's love and balance of yin and yang in each person. Everyone is masculine and feminine. We all embody the male and female energies. So remember to balance. That's what Dionysus is asking. Balancing. A lot of balancing with living in the moment, keeping some things hidden to make it mysterious so people be intrigued, and just understanding, being in the moment. So let's go with some zodiac signs. We have Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Pisces. That makes sense that we have Pisces. So God Dionysus says, wow, with the vessel, we even had the Ace of Cups pouring out. Interesting. We have to be, that's interesting to say. But God Dionysus says that it's okay to embrace your childish side as well. Embracing the fluffy bunny kind of stuff, you know. Okay. And with Sagittarius, what I'm picking up on is that a plan again, a plan with a barrier, a plan that could probably be written in stone. Some reason picking up on government and law as well. And with Pisces, which is interesting, like I said, is because Pisces, sorry about that, is very emotional and very in tune to the yin and yang, very sensitive. So I'm going to read them. The Aquarius sign. Original, like I said. So don't worry about what other people think. Just be your original selves, because each and every one of us are visionaries. We can communicate, okay? The wine of life pouring the vessel of death. So that's also talking about destroying other people's illusions about the status. Sagittarius, adventurous and confident. So we have to be adventurous and confident in ourselves. And when I say adventurous, I'm not talking about adventurous in a sexual way to each other. I'm talking about adventurous as in being adventurous to take the first step into change tomorrow into today. An arrow is a sign of clear direction, straight ahead. A compass is a sign to take time to evaluate where you are going. Tune into your inner knowings. Religious ecstasy, wild freedom. The horse spirit can travel into the inner and outer realms. Excuse me. Pisces, adaptable. So remember that since we have both male and female quantities, we are adaptable to the environment and to the situation that we're going through in life. Devoted, loyal, compassionate, spiritual rebirth, emotion of realization from the deepest levels of the subconscious, sensitive to the mystical realms of the dreams. And lastly but not least is Oracle card, or actually Oracle plate to be specific, of God Dionysus. I know it's hard to see. Well, let me get my reading first on it. Okay, I already see an idea. That's God Dionysus in the red in the center, by the way. God of wine, God of music, and of fertility God as well. So from this oracle plate, what I'm getting is that there's a reflection in the wine cup he's looking at. Remember the inner and outer realm of yourself, but also of others. Remember that we are all intertwined like the vine. There might be some struggles, however, but remember, you have the blade in order to cut the grapes off. And the grapes is a sign of new beginnings. A grape is a sign of enjoyment. Grapes grow upon a vine, giving us both joy and wine, right? So, red on his shirt is speaking to me about the bloodline. The bloodline is the spirit, and the spirit is strong in us. Interesting. God